Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abhijit Singh, and it's my pleasure on behalf of Cloud Design to welcome all of you today. Thank you for making it to the webinar. Let us begin by defining the agenda of today's webinar. So first, we will take a sample business process and try to identify various challenges associated to automating one. That will basically constitute our problem statement for today's webinar. Then we learn what a low-code or a no-code platform is and how such a platform can change the way business processes can be automated. We would also like to showcase a demo on how easy it becomes to automate a business process with the Power Platform and what are the other integration capabilities of the Power Platform. This will constitute the largest part of today's webinar and is probably the most important one. Once you see how the Power Platform makes your life easier, we would also like to point out few use cases which are common across all the organizations. The only purpose of this part is to enable you to realize the real life application of this platform. We would like to showcase our client's journey after that and why they chose us as their implementation partner. And at last, we'll have the Q&A section where we will take questions from you and try to answer them as much as we can. So let's start. Well, we all know the importance of business processes and the applications used among organizations to manage such crucial processes. Especially in times like these, it becomes critical for all the organizations to enable their employees for maximum productivity and a simpler life. However, creating such applications isn't that easy in a traditional application development approach. Let us consider a fairly simple use case. What you see here is an expense claim system, which I believe is present in many organizations. So the employee begins at this stage and he wants to submit an expense claim with the supporting documents. That flow moves to manager, where manager validates the request submitted along with the documents, and he can either approve or reject. Once approved, it goes to finance department for approval, and if the finance department also approves it, the claim will be processed successfully. At any stage, if the application is rejected, the employee will be notified with the same. So this is an expense claim system. This is a very simple problem statement that we will show you today. Now let us consider what are the challenges associated in automating a process like this. So here we have listed down few of the challenges. Of course, first comes the cost. Many a times a large development cost is considered with such processes. We also go through complex iterative processes in agile methodology, and a lot of coding and testing and all these things are required. You also need a good quality team, but there is a shortage of quality technical resources, and you also have time constraints. Business expects you to deliver applications like this within a month maybe, but you cannot do that always. We also see that today mobile is the main interface or the major interface for everyone to interact. So whatever you are developing must be compatible with all the devices. Then all organizations have some legacy systems, and it's always a challenge to integrate whatever you are developing with these legacy systems. A study by Gartner shows that the market demand for app development will grow at least fivefold as the current requirement, and we definitely don't have the capacity to deliver something like that in a couple of years. So how much time do you, let's do a quick poll and see how much time do you all think it will take to build an application like this in a traditional approach. Well, thanks for voting. I see that most of you agree that it will take at least a month, and a major portion of you also agree that it will take at least 2 to 3 months, or some even agree that it will take greater than 3 months to build an application, something like this. So let me show you what we can do with the Power Platform. So first, let me tell you what is a low-code or a no-code platform. A low-code or a no-code platform is basically a visual software development environment that allows people to develop applications using drag and drop UI components and automated workflow components. The Power Platform is one such software platform. It basically constitutes of 4 platforms, individual platforms: Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agents. I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with what Power BI can do. It's a business analytics tool, and it's one of the leaders in the industry. The other is the Power Apps and Power Automate. These two will be main focus of our today's webinar. Power Apps is what I told you is a low code or no code application development platform where you can build applications from scratch and deploy it within a day or weeks. Power Automate is a process automation platform, and it is used to create workflows with a lot of connectors pre-built in the Power Platform. We will see that in the demo. And lastly, we have Power Virtual Agents, which is basically to build intelligent chatbots to assist your organization. But what makes these components powerful? Well, there are few common entities which are common across all these components, like the data connector, the AI builder, and the common data service. The data connector, as I mentioned, there are multiple connectors available in the Power Automate platform, which you can use to integrate with any other cloud service out there. You can also build your custom connectors. The Power Platform have already pre-built AI models with which you can train these models with your historical data. You must have a lot of historical data and you would like to use that to drive business decisions. You can use these pre-built AI builders to train those models based on your data and take informed business decisions. And lastly, what we have here is Common Data Service. The Common Data Service acts like a single source of truth or the underlying database entity. It is a relational database management system, and it is a very powerful database management system. As quoted by Microsoft, you can see the results that they have experienced with different clients over the years of Microsoft Power Platform use. It gives close to 200% return of investment in 3 years. There is a 74% reduction in app development costs and 3.2 hours per week improvement in productivity of the employees. So let's move to, okay. So do you all feel that a Power Platform can be, or any other low code, no code platform would be the future of tomorrow's application building approach? Let's have a quick poll again. Okay, so close to 70% of you feel that it will definitely be the future of application development, and 25% of you feel that maybe it will be there. That's great. So let's move to the actual demo. So we will try to show you how we have used the Power Platform to make an expense claim system, the flowchart that I explained in the previous slide. So what you see on the screen right now is basically the Power Platform interface, which is used to create mobile applications. This interface is used to build Canvas apps. There is another category of apps that you can build, which are known as model-driven apps. We will come to that later. So this is the interface where you can just drag and drop pre-built UI components, which you can see here: gallery, data tables, forms, charts. So these things are already built and you just have to drag and drop and complete the changes. So let me just show you how we can do a simple size change using this. So you can just do like this and this is done, and it will reflect quickly over the application that you are building. Now, one more thing, whenever we make changes to applications, whether it is a UI UX interface change or a behavioral interface change, we always see that updating an app on the App Store or the iOS App Store, it takes you at least 3 to 4 days or sometimes over a week to publish the app for the usage. But we will see how quickly you can publish your updated app with your users. That's it. You just click publish here and it's done. So it is that easy to publish an app if you are using the Power Platform. Now let's see what happens when you actually publish such an app. So basically, the Power Platform gives you a container application, which is known as the Power Apps. It is present in the Google Play Store as well as the iOS Store. it acts as a single container application where you can publish all your apps, and all your employees of the organization will be see all the applications in this container service. You can also create shortcuts for different apps, like we can see here the expense claim shortcut is there. So let us just see how it actually works in the phone. So I open the Power Apps application, and you can see we have made two apps. One is the expense claim system and another is a device procurement application, and you can see both listed down here. So we'll proceed with the expense claim system that we just showcased you. Now it behaves like any other native application, and you can see that we have already received the notification that a new version of your app is available. And I'll also like to showcase that how quickly it gets updated. We just tap on it and it's done. So that's how you can update the apps if you're using Canvas app. Now let's see how the UI interacts with the actual user. The employee can go to claim new expense screen, and these such type of screens are pre-built. You just have to drag and drop, and it will not take you more than minutes or mostly an hour to build things like this. So we'll just use it. We'll create a new expense, and we know that such systems definitely needs your manager's approval as explained earlier. So we'll see how easy approvals become with this application. So I say that I traveled by air. This was the expense. I traveled on this date, and I will try to attach a receipt for the expense. So I did not really have a travel ticket. So I'll just show you what I did to create a fake receipt. I'll try to get this approved from my manager. And as soon as you click this button, it will go to your manager for approval. And I'd also like to showcase other parts of the app. So this is done. The employee can also go and check existing claims, what he has submitted earlier. And if there is something pending from a long time, he can send a reminder mail to his manager that please approve this. Yeah. So that's how quickly, and such screens like sending an email are pre-built in the Power Automate platform. Now let's see how the approval works in the manager's application. So the manager will receive an email stating that such a claim is submitted by your colleague, and here are the receipts attached. So you see, we can use all the dynamic data that we created here in the approval mail, like please review the rupees 60,000 expense claim submitted by and date of expense. But we can also attach the receipts of the expense. So basically, I am in the backend. I'm using a SharePoint connector to hold all the receipt documents, and I'm just providing a link in the mail. So whenever the manager clicks on this link, he will be redirected to a SharePoint link where he can see the receipt submitted. So the manager goes and sees that this is a fake receipt, and definitely he cannot approve it. So he'll just come back and he will reject, stating that this is a fake receipt. So that's how easy day-to-day processes like getting approvals from your manager becomes if you're using Canvas app. Now, as I told you earlier, there are two types of application majorly can be developed in the Power Apps platform. One is the Canvas app and the other is the model-driven app. I have already showcased you what is a Canvas app. Now I'll showcase you what is a model-driven app and what is the basic difference between both of them. So if you want a pixel perfect control over your UI, what UI component should look where and how it should feel, you should always go with a Canvas app. But if you want data to drive your application, you should go with a model-driven app. However, the UI interface of a model-driven app is pre-decided by the Power Platform and you cannot change it. But at the same time, it is compatible with all the devices. You can also see that there are many pre-built applications available in the Power Platform as template, and you can use these templates to just create applications from scratch. and it will be created within minutes for you. You can change these applications and then just move ahead. So as you can see, I just click create and it automatically does everything for me. So this is the designer interface where we can create model driven applications. You can configure the sitemap, which basically shows how things will look and feel. You can associate business process flows. I will come back to what is a business process flow later in the demo. You can also attach entities and forms, their forms and views. You can attach different kinds of charts and you can attach different kinds of dashboard with the application. And this becomes very simple because you just have to select everything from here, which are pre-built. So you don't really have to code anything to make applications like this. So you just see that we create everything from just drag and drop here. We have to click on save and close, and then we can just do play, or otherwise it will be launched for the client separately. When you launch this, you see that this is what it creates for us. It is a full-fledged application. The subject here is fundraiser donations for from your employees. And as you can see, there are fancy screens created already and fancy dashboards created already. And you can also have different entities like this, different parts of your application. So all of this is created from scratch without writing a single line of code. And this is the actual data which is present in your common data service. You can also use any other data service like MS SQL or Postgres if you want. That's definitely not a restriction. Platform. It enables you to create apps from scratch without writing even a single part of code. But what provides intelligence to these applications? What serves as the automation platform? How do you manage the approval flow and things like that? So for that, we have the Power Automate platform, which was earlier known as Microsoft Flows. And as you can see, there are many types of flows that you can create from scratch. And different types of flows constitute automated flow, instant flow, scheduled flow, UI flow, and business process flow. So an automated flow is something which will be triggered by a designated event. For example, let's take a practical use case. Whenever a data entity is updated in the database, or whenever a new document is created in the SharePoint, you can trigger flows like this. Instant flow are something which can be triggered whenever needed, like using a button on the mobile application. And we will also see an example of this. Scheduled flows, as the name suggests, it will run on a given time. Okay, this is very interesting, the UI flow. It is Microsoft's alternate option to robotic process automation. Basically, products like UiPath and Automation Anywhere. So products like UiPath and Automation Anywhere provides ways to automate desktop and web applications. You can use Microsoft UI flow to achieve the same results. And then we have business process flows. So there are many cases in the organizations where you have to guide your employees or users to go through a fixed process to attain something. For example, a lead development in sales. You want the employees to go through a fixed process and follow all these steps. Or for example, employee onboarding. Whenever new employee is onboarded, you want him to go through a fixed set of training. You want him to attain various webinars and complete some courses. Whenever you and write some exams regarding the security, cyber security, and all these things. So you would like him to guide through a fixed process. For this, you can create business process flows. So let's see what else is available in the Power Automate platform. Basically, you also have a lot of templates to start from. Yeah, so as you can see, there are a lot of templates to start from, and you can create from these connectors as well. So there are thousands of templates already available, and the Power Platform has 220 plus pre-built connectors also, with which you can connect it with the legacy systems. Some of the connectors are really useful. For example, the Office 365 connector, SharePoint connector. It also has social media connectors like Twitter and Instagram. And we also have connectors useful for development processes like the Azure DevOps. It also has database connectors, SQL Server. So as you can see, there are way many connectors available here, and you can integrate any of your workflows with all these services by just dragging and dropping these connectors in your workflow. So this is how simple it becomes. You don't have to actually go and write a code to call a SharePoint API. You don't actually have to, connect through SQL Server through code and manage everything. So all this becomes pretty easy and can be done within minutes in a workflow. So that shows the integration capabilities of the Power Platform. Let us now move to the next slide, where I will show you about the Power Automate mobile app. So what I just showed was the web interface of the Microsoft Flow, but it also has a mobile interface, a mobile application that you can download from the App Store. Once you log in with your organization's credentials, you will gain access to the entire Flow platform. And as you can see, I can create the same type of flows from my mobile itself, and I don't really need to go on the web interface as well. So I can even track the already running flows, and I can see what was their result. So this is expense claim approval flow that I had created earlier, and it will go to my manager for approval, and I can see all the results of what happened with this flow. So it got the approval or not, where it failed. So complete logging and analysis can be done from the mobile interface itself. So that's pretty good. Now we'll show you that there is the templates that we saw on the web interface are also available in the mobile interface. And again, there are like thousands of templates, so you can just go ahead and create them. We'll create one right now and see how quickly things can be done. So I'll try to create a button template flow, and you can see how useful things can be. So let's just select one particular template. Okay, so I'll select this template where the flow is regarding notify your co-workers about running late to a meeting. This is very common. This happens to all of us. We are very frequently late to meeting, and sometimes we just want to notify our colleagues for that. We have to call and everything. But what you can do is you can just use this template and create a flow, and using that, you don't have to do anything when you are actually late. So yeah, so as you can see, when we create the template, it will create everything from us for us, and we just have to use it. So all of these are done automatically by the platform. You don't have to do anything. Of course, you can modify these applications in between and change the way you want them to be, and that's it. It is saved. Now you can share this button with your other employees as well. So once I publish that flow, what I see here is a existing button. So whenever I'm actually late to a meeting, I can just click on this and my colleagues will get notified. So that's the kind of freedom, or that's the kind of flexibility you get with the Power Automate platform and its mobile application. Now let's see what Power BI can do for you. Of course, I'm pretty sure that all of you know about Power BI capabilities, and most of you are using it already, since it is one of the industry leaders in the business analytics domain. I just like to show you a snapshot here that we created within probably half an hour at max, and we can analyze things like these pretty quickly. We can create dashboards pretty quick, and we can just present this dashboard to the management so that they can track everything. But one thing I wanted to point out here is that Power BI can also directly link with the Power Apps and the Power Automate platform using just simple buttons, and it communicates very well with the common data service, which is the underlying source of truth for the Power platform. You can directly import your historical data or real-time data from the common data service and create dashboards like this within minutes. Okay, so that's all which constitutes the demo. Now, before moving ahead, I want to mention that whatever you saw just now was built within a day. It does not takes more than a day to build all of these things. In fact, you can do much more and automate very complex processes within days and weeks using the Power platform. Now, since we are done with the demo, we saw the challenges associated with developing or automating a business process, and we also see how our platform can help us. Now, what I want to talk about is that all of you must be wondering that there are already many low code and no code platforms and multiple workflow automation platforms. Then why are we only considering the Power Platform? Well, to answer this, here are few things which sets Power Platform completely apart from the other platforms. I would like to highlight few of them point by point. So one thing is, as you saw, you don't have to write much code and you can deliver apps for web and mobile. There is a term called citizen developers, which basically means that you don't have to actually hire people who can code like in the natural programming languages, but you can just have business people who understand the business and create application and workflows. Again, you have the common data service here, which acts as a single source of truth for the entire Power Platform, and everything connects very well through the common data service. We also saw the data connectors which are already available and which helps you integrate the Power Platform with other third-party services. And there are hundreds of templates available with which you can create applications within minutes. A lot of organizations already have Office 365 and Dynamics 365 application. Well, whatever we saw just now integrates very well with these existing applications. I've also realized in my experience that the document management system is very important to any organization, and it is also crucial to integrate it with whatever we are developing. So instead of writing code for that, you can just go ahead and use connectors to connect to document management systems like SharePoint, OneDrive, and Azure Blob. Now, it's of course a question that whether if you develop using this platform, are we compromising at any level, like the quality or the security of the application? I can assure you that you don't have to worry about the security of the application, because you can just go ahead and configure entity level access policies within minutes, and you can specify who all can access what kind of data. So that's totally in your control. Another pain point which we usually experience in the traditional development approach is moving things between the environments. We manage multiple environments like the development environment, the UAT, and multiple production environments sometimes for different clients. Now, here you can just move applications and workflows between the environments as packages, and you don't have to do anything, and this can be done within minutes. You just have to export from one environment and import in the another environment. So that is how quickly you can update applications. So we already discussed a sample use case, but I would like to make you all realize that what all kind of things can be done using this platform. So I would like to present some real life use cases for this. These use cases include following, but are not limited to. Of course, you can develop much more complex applications than these. These common use cases are like vendor onboarding, which is very common across organizations. You can you can make an application for tracking time and attendance of your employees. You can, as I said earlier, you can do an employee onboarding, a guided process flow for them. You can also do an appraisal management system. And when I'm talking about these applications can be built from scratch, most probably in a week. It won't take more than that to build applications like these. Now, these are fairly simple processes, but you can also make complex processes or things like loan management or insurance management. These are very complex processes, and a lot of organizations in the BFSI sector do not automate these processes, and it makes really difficult for their own employees to manage things like this. So you can also automate complex processes like loan management and insurance management using the Power Platform. So I guess we are done with the use cases. Now I would like to showcase one of our clients' journey who associated with us to automate processes like these. So basically, Edelweiss Financial Services is an NBFC firm and one of our clients. They have partnered with us for automating a lot of their processes, like the customer query management, approval processes, contact modification, account transfer applications. So these are and many more applications like these. And they wanted to automate all of these processes. So they associated with us And it's a three-way partnership where Edelweiss Financial Services is the client entity, Microsoft is the solution provider, and we are the implementation partner. And you can see what kind of results we can achieve using this Power Platform for such applications. Now, before starting the Q&A, I'd like to highlight who we are and what do we offer. So Cloud Design is a solution provider in multiple verticals, including but not limited to managed IT services, robotic process automation, Microsoft solutions, staff augmentation, artificial intelligence, and machine learning automation services. I'd also like to mention some key points which separates us, which makes us different from other solution providers. We have operational excellence and very strong BFSI domain knowledge. We offer end-to-end solutions. Our focus is always on emerging technologies like no-code, low-code platforms, robotic process automation, machine learning, and other similar emerging technologies. We have a proven track record, and we always carry a product mindset with us whenever we implement something. So, and below are few of the statistics that we have achieved in last few years of our operations. Now, before starting the Q&A, I would specifically like to thank Microsoft and their Power Platform team, who has been very supportive in the entire journey. That's it from my side. I'll hand it over to Payal and we can start the Q&A.
Thank you very much, Abhijit. So at this point, we'll open it up for the questions. So if you have any questions, put them in the Q&A window, and we're happy to answer them for you. We'll wait for a couple of minutes, and then we'll start taking up the questions. So we have started receiving the questions. Abhijit, I'll ask you this. So the first question that we have here is, so how much time does it take to deliver an application like vendor onboarding after the business has expressed the need for it?
Okay, so something like vendor onboarding can be completed. Of course, it depends on the exact business requirements, but a simple vendor onboarding process and an application can be completed within a week or mostly within a couple of weeks using the Power Platform. And including approvals and everything, it can also integrate with the document management that is required for vendor onboarding. And all of these can be completed within a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Abhijit. There is one more question here. Like, is there a way to create the custom templates?
Yes, right. So basically, you can create your own. So templates are only a way to scratch. First, I would like to start from scratch. I would like to mention that, but it's not a limitation that you can only create from the templates. You can always create from scratch. The templates are to help you that this is what all things you can do. If you are new to the Power Platform, you can use templates. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and start building from scratch.
Great. We have a question that Microsoft are usually expensive. So what are the license fees like?
Okay, so this will be a pretty long answer. So basically, there are multiple types of plans available with which you can subscribe to this. Basically, it's a subscription model. Your organization. So some of the organizations who already have Office 365 and Dynamics 365 platform licenses, they already get the interface to developing Canvas application, and they don't have to pay anything extra more than that. For the model-driven applications and the premium connectors, there is another type of license available. There is another category of license available only for the Power Automate platform if you don't want to use the Power Applications platform. And in both Power Apps and Power Automate platform, there are multiple types of licenses. So you can either go with a single user per application plan, or you can go with a plan which covers multiple flows, and you don't have to worry about how many users are using it. So so basically there can be many types of licensing that you can go with. You can also talk to us or Microsoft team itself to know more about which licensing plan which suit exactly your needs.
Thank you, Abhijit. So I hope we were able to clear about the licensing cost. And next question we have is, can we develop a reservation system with this platform?
Uh, yes, I'm not sure what reserve means, what exactly reservation system we are talking about, but yes, we can definitely develop a reservation system like this. Also, I would like to mention that whatever you develop with the Power Platform is always in the context of the organization. It always remains in the context of the organization. It is not expected to develop applications for end users, which caters to end user needs. You have to make applications for your business context. That means for your own employees to use.
Okay, thank you. And we have the question, what login integrations are available?
So login integration, firstly, I would like to point out that the major login system which is used here is the Azure Active Directory credential. If any organization has a Office 365 platform license or a Dynamics license, they already have Azure Active credentials, and all their employees can be onboarded with directly with the Azure Active credentials. In fact, when you deploy or when you take a license of the Power Platform, in one of the custom data services entity, you already have your users listed because you have the Office 365 license. So that's the way you can integrate your login system.
Okay. So I see the next question is that I see that the Power Platform use MS Azure Cloud. So is it
Yes.
also deployable on private clouds?
So so what you build here will be deployed on Microsoft Power Platform Cloud. I don't think you can deploy it on your private cloud, of course, but there are all the security needs taken care of. None of the users outside your organization can access any of these platforms. It has to be authenticated through the Azure AD. Otherwise, nothing is accessible from outside the organization's context.
Okay. So the next question is, when the application hosting environment is hybrid or on-premise, how Power Apps can be deployed?
No, so basically whatever you build here, it gets automatically deployed on the Power Platform Cloud, and everything is linked to the Power Platform Cloud. You can of course access these applications from your mobile applications, but everything here is deployed in the Power Platform Cloud itself. You do get access to the Power Platform Cloud APIs, which you can create, which you can use to integrate with your already existing other third-party applications. Like if you have any other website or an Angular or HTML based application and you want to use the Power Automate capabilities, you can always do that by creating APIs uh, to access these interfaces.
Thank you, Abhijit. The next question is there a freemium model to test? Can they develop a sales and distribution management for FMCG companies with multiple admins and user levels?
Yes, you can definitely develop something like this. As I said, so you can easily set things like what access policies you want to define within the context of the organization. You can set entities to be accessible only within a team or an entire business unit or across the organization. And for creating dashboards and all, it's definitely very easy to create custom dashboards for the management to see. So yes, something like this can be built very easily using the Power Platform.
Okay, great. So the next question is, can Power Apps be integrated with Logic Apps?
Okay, so basically, Logic Apps, for those who don't know, Logic Apps is the cloud service available to build something like this. It is also a product from Microsoft, and basically, Power Automate platform is built on top of Logic Apps. So basically, they both are like one on the same thing. The only difference is in the licensing, and you can whatever you create in the Power Automate platform, you can definitely export it and import it back in the Logic Apps. So yeah, uh, Power Automate platform is built on top of Logic Apps. That's the
Okay, thank you. And then next question we have is if we automate using UI flow,
Yes.
will that be done on cloud, or we can use this automations on operation team's desktop?
Sorry, what's the last part of the question?
If we automate using UI flow,
Okay.
will that have to be done on cloud, or we can use this automations on operation team's desktops?
Yes, you can use this on the operations team desktop. That's not a limitation. You can develop UI flows which will use the team's desktop.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, can multiple users open, edit the same app simultaneously?
Yes, you have to provide access to those users who can edit and who can create your applications. Once you share, of course, their multiple users can access it simultaneously and change it. And Microsoft manages how to update when these workflows and applications. So yes, multiple users can definitely work on the same application at the same time. That's not an issue.
Thank you. The next question is, in the container apps, when an organization publish all their application,
Yeah.
can we set the access management to these apps based on the employee access level?
Yes, yes, definitely. So whenever you publish an app, you can mention which group or which team will be able to access all these applications, and based on those restrictions, only this will be available to your employees.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, what is the benefit of using Power Automate over robotic automation platforms like UiPath or Automation Anywhere?
Okay. So our robotic process automation platform like the UiPath is usually used to solve problems where things are manual and someone has to go to a mailbox, download some files, and perform some calculations in Excel and then reply back to the mail. Things like these, or using going to a website and clicking some buttons and then logging in. So things like these, UiPath or Automation Anywhere definitely solves problems like these. But if you want to create workflows which should automatically integrate with a lot of third party applications, then you should definitely go with the or Automate platform.
Okay, so can these apps be published on the Play Stores?
So you cannot deploy these apps individually on the Play Store. There is already a app on the Play Store called the Power Apps, and your employees are supposed to install that application, and that app acts as a single container application under which all your employees will see the existing application of your organization. So that's how it works, as I had shown in the demo as well.
Great. So do the platform create standalone applications, or do they require an active subscription to run?
No, you need a subscription from the Power Platform to create and deploy applications like this. As I mentioned earlier, there are different types of licensing available, which can cater to multiple type of needs of your organization.
Thank you, Abhijit. We have few more questions. So how can we leverage artificial intelligence in the Power Platform?
Okay. So first of all, I would like to point out that, as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of pre-built AI models already available in the system. Most of the organizations have historical data which they can use to train this model and use that intelligence to take informed decisions. Take informed business decisions. So it already has pre-built AI models, and it also has intelligent object detection systems, and also you can use all these pre-built models to to solve your business needs.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, what if I don't want to use a common data service, but rather use some other database like MySQL?
Okay, yeah. So the platform has connector for other database, like MySQL or Postgres. So you can use those connectors, and you really don't need. You are not restricted to using the common data service. You can use these databases for which the connectors are available. So connectors are already available for Oracle, Postgres, MS SQL, MySQL. So most of the major database providers are already there. Database engines are already there.
Okay. Thank you, Abhijit. The next question is how to choose between model driven or a Canvas app for a given use case.
Okay. So Canvas app is something that you should use when you want to have a pixel perfect control over your application. You want to see all the UI, you want to control all the UI components and how should it look and how should the UX be. In that case, you should go for a Canvas app. And if data is what drives your application, you want to create dashboards and you want to see the entities, the data existing in the database, then you should go with a model driven application. If you also want to use business process flow, then you should also go with model driven application.
So we have a last question and we'll be waiting for a couple of minutes. If you have any more questions, please put them up in the Q&A window and we'll take it up. So the question here is what are business process flows and what kind of processes does it solve?
Okay, so business process flow is one of the flows, one of the type of flows that you can create with the Power Automate platform. So for example, like I gave earlier, if an employee is onboarded and you want the employee to go with a multi-step process and you want to guide the employee that these are the processes through which you must go before you can start actually working on the project. In such a scenario, you can create a guided multi-step process using a business process workflow. So that's kind of problem it solves.
Okay, thank you, Abhijit. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes and see if there are any questions. We'll take it up then.
I'd also like to mention that you can note down the contact details, and if you have any further questions related to the Power Platform or cloud design, you can always send us a mail, and we'll revert back to you.
Sure. So if you have any questions, you can just mail us and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you everyone, and we have come to the end of the webinar. And if you'd like to find out more about the Power Platform or discuss a potential idea, please get in touch with us. We provide consultancy, workshops, or even build a proof of concept so that you can test these technologies in your workplace with zero investment. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, Abhijit. It was very useful.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.